What's up, guys? I'm Michael Allen, and this is the Movie Minute. This week on the Movie Minute, we're talking about The Flash. So let's speed on into it. All right, guys, really quick, before we talk about The Flash, do me a quick favor, like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Would love to have all of you on this journey with me. I'm trying to hit 150 subscribers by the end of the week. Would love for you to help me get there. And without further ado, let's jump into The Flash. So this new film kind of is truly based on the comic Flashpoint, and so if you've had a chance to read Flashpoint, you'll understand this a little bit better. If you haven't, you should go out and buy Flashpoint. I'll link it in my description for anybody that wants to go check out the graphic novel. It's one of the best stories in the past decade, I would say, or 2 decades really, on the Flash and DC in general. So it's super worth it. But it's all about Barry Allen. He's the Flash. He can use the Speed Force, and he kind of realizes that he can alter history and time with the Speed Force. Like, he can go back in time. He can go and manipulate things. He can go back to any point in time and kind of enter into that space. And so that's kind of the premise of the movie, is Barry Allen decides, I want to go back and change things that happened in my past, and I want to change them for the better. And it's all really surrounding that butterfly effect, right? Is that when you go back and you change one thing, even the smallest thing, there's ripple effects throughout time that start to drastically change reality. So that's really the gist of the movie, is that's our premise, and that's what we're kind of doing. And I don't want to get too much more into it because I don't want to spoil any plot points for you guys. There were a lot of things I liked. I mean, the movie was really fun. I mean, I was really surprised. Like, it just was good writing overall. I mean, was there a few bumps? Yes, but like, it was funny. And that's what the Flash I enjoy, is there is kind of a goofiness to the Flash. And I really thought that they nailed this. Ezra Miller really delivered a really unique performance that was just uplifting of the character. I mean, I really liked this version of Flash and Barry Allen, and so I thought that was great. I mean, really, truly, I laughed a lot in this movie, which was awesome. I mean, it's always good, that brevity. I think that's what Marvel does so well, is they have the kind of perfect balance there between like serious and funny, and they really ride those rhythms well. And this film rides that rhythm fairly well. I think that the rhythm is really good and like kind of capitalized on because of the cast. The cast is so strong. It was really refreshing. I mean, Ben Affleck did a really good job. I've always liked Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne and maybe not so much his Batman. And so this movie played to that a little bit. It was so great to see Michael Keaton back. I love Michael Keaton as Batman. Sasha Calle did so good. Her performance was so, like, I mean, for a newcomer on the scene, she did a really, really good job. And there's a lot of fun cameos in this movie. I'm not going to spoil any, but there's so many fun moments where I just found myself like smiling from ear to ear in the theater going, yes, they did it. They did this. And so I also just want to call out really quick, the soundtrack of this movie is phenomenal. Like, I really enjoyed this soundtrack. I think I enjoyed it better than Guardians of the Galaxy 3 soundtrack, which is super strong and outright. Gunn's known for his soundtracks and his movie, how he uses his films to incorporate like famous songs. This film does it so well. Like, I really, really enjoyed the audio choices made and the score choices made in this film. I was surprised. I think I went in with fairly low expectations. I know I've talked about expectations in my past videos, and I kind of went in with lower expectations here, and it really served well to the experience because I went in going, man, this is a lot of fun. So let's just talk about really quick what I didn't like. There were some things I didn't like. Ultimately, Act 2 was kind of slow. It started out slow. It ends strong. Act 2 ends strong, but it was slow. And so I just found myself drifting there in that space, and it really kind of took me out of the experience quite a bit when in the overall experience of the movie. And then, I mean, there were a few things like in the movie that it just didn't fit. The CGI in this movie was not great. I mean, it was there were some weak moments. And I don't know if it was necessarily like, I was talking to a buddy of mine, I don't know if it was like the style that they chose to go with the film, because overall the CG style was fairly consistent, but it was consistently bad. From an entertainment perspective, I mean, this is a solid 8. I really enjoyed it from an entertainment perspective. Movies are all about setup and payoff, and this movie does it well. They overall have some great setups and some good payoffs. From a critic standpoint, I'd probably give it a little less just because of CGI and from the little lulls in the script that I felt like could have been stronger. So I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 from a critic standpoint. And so, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a solid 7.5 out of 10. I mean, probably one of DC's best offerings to date. I think from a like badge perspective, this one's really hard because I think if you're not a superhero fan, it's not something you need to see in theaters. I don't think it is. I know a lot of people are experiencing like superhero movie burnout right now, and this doesn't really help that. It's pretty formulaic. I still find it fun because I love superheroes. So kind of part of me would say it's a popcorn bucket, right? Because I really enjoyed it. But I think from a vast public, if you are not a sold out superhero, like love superhero movies, I actually think it's gonna get the couch potato badge. I think you can see it, you can wait for this one, watch it in streaming and still have a lot of fun. I don't think it's necessarily worth like a $60 price tag of taking your whole family to it. So let me know in the comments what you think of the movie, whether you're gonna see it or not, number one, and what you thought about it once you saw it, because I'd love to hear what other people are thinking about this film. And until next time, I will see you later. Peace out.